Bloody hell, Andy.
What's wrong?
I've just been to use the toilet and the bulb's gone. It's pitch black in there.
So?
Did you leave the plunger in the toilet?
Oh, press the button.
Welcome to Tom and Andy's podcast show. This episode is brought to you by our sponsor, the Music Factory, Blackpool, England. If you're easily offended or a snowflake, then go and mither someone else.
Cup of tea, anyone? There you go. Sorry about the plunger. Where is it?
Where do you think it is? Cheers. Oh, lovely. A lovely cuppa. Lovely. That takes the edge off it. Right. Are you all right anyway?
I'm good, yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm okie dokie. Thanks very much, pal.
Good.
Shall we have a look at this week's news?
Let's look.
On the 10th of the 1st, 2023. We've not said hello to everybody. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Prince Harry warned Invictus Games at risk of terror attack after Taliban kill claims. That's been terrible, hasn't it, this week?
Shocking what he said.
Military veterans fear terrorists could target the Invictus Games to avenge the 25 Taliban fighters killed by Prince Harry. Experts tonight said security at this autumn's event for wounded soldiers will be a nightmare. There are also fears Harry has jeopardised any event he attends and that he could be regarded in the same vein as the Satanic Verses author Salman Rushdie. We know what happened to him, don't we?
I know, exactly. I mean, what an idiot. What an idiot.
You know. What's it all about, Andy? Shall we chat about that bit later?
Yeah, we can touch on it, can't we, I suppose?
Yes.
Out of touch, Rishi Sunak was urged to come clean today after he repeatedly refused to say whether he has private health care. As patients struggle to access the crisis-hit NHS and health staff strike over pay, the multimillionaire Prime Minister dodged question on the issue. He told the BBC Questions over whether he is registered with a private GP practice charging £250 for a 30-minute appointment were a distraction and not really relevant.
You know, I've got to say something here, Andy. You and I could disagree for the very first time in our lives.
Go on.
What has his wealth got to do with anything, really?
Well, it hasn't really, has it?
I mean, good luck to anybody. If you make millions apart from dealing drugs, well,
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It hasn't got anything to do with anybody's wealth.
Oh,
no.
I'm glad that you agreed with it, yeah. You know what I mean? And if he can afford £250 for a 30-minute appointment, would I? If we had that billion quid, of course we would, wouldn't we?
Of course you would, yeah.
Motorists must report 10 medical records to the DVLA. This is really important, this, Andy, you know. I never realised. A driver taking medications risks fines and even a driving ban. On top of that, motoring experts stressed that road users may have their car insurance voided if they carry on driving with a condition that affects operating a vehicle. So you could actually be driving and not insured, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Utter nightmare, that, without even knowing it. Things like diabetes, you've got to report that if there are further complications, which cause drowsiness and blurred vision. Sleep apnea, that's horrible. It's when people go to sleep and wake up and can't breathe. Yeah. Strokes, epilepsy, all these kind of things. So don't forget, folks, get in touch with the DVLA if you suffer from any of those.
Talking of driving, I heard on the news yesterday, some idiot went down the motorway the wrong way for 20 miles.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think it was the M4. He went,
really?
How can you go on the motorway the wrong way? Crazy, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Mad, innit?
Mental.
Did they stop him? Sorry, Andy, did they stop him?
Yeah, well, they got him, obviously. After 20 miles of driving the wrong way, luckily, it was quiet, so I think it was at night time, early hours.
They should be banned for life.
Yeah, there was no serious injuries, you know. I mean, how horrendous, Tom. But how can you go on the motorway the wrong way?
Yeah.
You'd have to do like a turn back on yourself, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
to go down the slip road the wrong way, you know.
Yeah, I get you what you're saying.
Yeah.
The actual driving on is awkward.
You'd have to sort of swing it round and go back on yourself to go down.
Yeah.
And then surely you'd see all the traffic coming the right way.
Yeah.
And you'd be going the wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What a knobhead.
Well, what they were saying to themselves, look at these loads of idiots all driving the wrong way.
Yeah. It's like that fella that drove round the wrong down the wrong way on the motorway.
Yeah.
And his wife rang him up. She says, are you okay? He goes, what do you mean? She goes, there's a report from the police that some idiot is driving the wrong way down the motorway. He went, an idiot? He said, there's about 100 of them. Oh, yeah. 6 early signs that your liver is damaged from drinking too much alcohol.
Oh, our listeners should listen to this.
Drinking above the UK's weekly low-risk drinking guidelines of 14 units per week can lead to a build-up of fat in the liver. The liver, which is responsible for more than 500 different bodily functions, does have the capability to heal itself. However, the healing capability of the liver can only begin when a person abstains from alcohol.
Wow, 500 different body functions. That's incredible, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah. And that was
the news.
Good night.
Oh, here we go. Line 2. Hello.
Hello, it's Father O'Reilly. What happened to the Eskimo that had a housewarming party?
What happened to the Eskimo that had a housewarming party? We know. He became a homeless Eskimo.
You pair of fat fliddly rimming backdoor hopple bag of twats.
Oh, thank you very much, Reverend.
It's time for
The very simple, in fact, even I can answer some of the questions game.
We get worse every week.
Why can't we just say something straight?
We can't do it normal, can we?
Can't. It's this tea. It makes
It's got to be the
giddy.
tea. I'm definitely blaming the tea.
Too much sugar. What is the busy... Oh, I've done these questions this week, as you know, Andy, just telling the listeners. But this week, I did these, so be prepared. They're a bit difficult.
Very difficult. Not.
What is the busiest airport in Britain called? Be careful. Be careful. It's called London Heathrow.
What band was Harry Styles in before his solo career? And at the time, they were the biggest band in the world. And they were One Direction.
They were great,
1D, as they were known.
Yeah. What kind of food is penny? Is that correct? P-E-N-N-E or pen? What kind of food is penny?
Or peen? Peen?
It is. Peen. It is pasta.
What sport did David Beckham play? These are really tough, Tom.
They're very hard.
He played football, or in the USA, soccer.
Yeah. How many permanent teeth does a dog have? That's difficult if you don't.
That is difficult, yeah.
He has 42.
What is the most sold flavour of Walker's Crisps?
We've had this before, haven't we?
I think we have, yeah. And we got it wrong then.
Yeah, we did. You're right.
I would say ready salted or salt and vinegar, but the actual answer is cheese and onion.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. This is the hardest one we've ever done, but let's see if our listener can get it. What is the full postcode of the House of Commons?
Parliament.
Oh, I wasn't even reading
You can't
it.
even read your own questions.
I was looking at the answer because I couldn't believe it. What is the full postcode of the House of Parliament? Oh, no. What is the full postcode? What is the full postcode of the Houses of Parliament? It's SW1A 0AA. Oh, God.
Wow. What does the Latin word tempus mean in English? I know this, actually.
Yeah, I knew it.
It means time. And do you know the reason why I know that, Tom?
I've no idea, mate.
It's because I've got a grandfather clock.
What does that mean?
Well, it's the tempus on the face. The word tempus is on there.
I see.
Tempus. Yes,
A
I've known
nice
that for a
one.
long time, yeah.
Yeah. What's longer, a nautical mile or a mile?
Oh, I know this one.
It is a nautical mile. It's 1.15 miles.
Which country in the world is believed to have the most miles of motorway?
That's easy to work
Yeah,
out, isn't it,
easy.
really?
China.
On average, how far away is the moon from the Earth in miles? I wouldn't have a clue if it wasn't in front of me. 238,000.
What is someone who believes in... Oh, my God. I know I should have read the script. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Ah, he's got it. I did it on purpose.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
That's it, more or less.
Opposed to the disestablishment of...
Oh, I did it on purpose. I saw the question. I thought, I've got to put that in for Andy.
My God. So, yeah, what is someone who believes anti-establishmentarianism opposed to the disestablishment of? Well, it's the Church of England. Thanks for that, Tom.
Pleasure. Should we drink to it?
Let's have a drink to that.
Cheers. Here's to long words. And that was the very simple, in fact, even I can answer some of the questions game. Oh dear. Hey, guess what, Andy?
Don't tell me, Tom. We've been inundated with an email.
We certainly have. Sally from Manchester. That's nice. Can you make the podcast 2 hours long, please? We love it. Oh, that's nice.
Sally.
No.
Yeah, that's the answer. No, we can't.
Costs too much money.
Yeah. No, I think 2 hours would be a bit long, if truth be known. I think the timing that we do it is about right. Otherwise, people would get a bit, they'd turn it off, I suppose, wouldn't they?
They do at this length, don't they?
They'd probably turn this off after 5 minutes. I'm surprised they've even got this far in.
We don't have time.
Well, that's it. We don't have time. We're busy boys, aren't we, Tom?
We are, mate.
Here we go. Barry from Edgbaston. Clever or Kahunas is the best game ever.
Aye?
We play it at home.
Oh,
Where
God.
did the idea come from?
Oh. Hey, what? Hey, we need to box it, mate.
Yeah.
We need to get a game out.
Hey, that's an idea, isn't it?
Yeah. Where did it come from? Well, it started really. There's a lot of people do it, and they just challenge each other at games.
Yeah,
but it came by an accident, if you remember. Do you remember?
I can't fully remember.
Well, one of us said, "You've got to have balls to tell this,"
That's right.
and the other one went, "Do you mean kahunas?"
Yeah, that's right.
And then I think the next thing was, "I'm going to do this. Is it clever or a kahuna?" I think that's it, something like that.
Do you know what it was, Tom?
What?
Because, like you said, a lot of people do joke challenges, don't they?
Yeah.
We started off as a joke challenge, if you remember, and we used to just
that's
score
it.
each other out of 10, didn't we?
That was it, yeah.
And then we brought the clever and the kahunas in, whether it's a clever gag or a shit gag.
Well, it was getting so bad.
Yeah. And it's sort of stuck ever since, yeah. So,
Yeah.
so now I'm going to get onto MB Games.
Oh, yeah?
I am, yes.
Yeah, clever or kahunas.
Clever or kahunas, box game. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah. And when the kids open the box up, a pair of kahunas shoot out. And the kids go, "That's clever."
Yeah, let's do it, Tom.
There you go. Yeah, right.
Let's
yeah,
patent
thanks
that.
for
Yeah, clever or kahunas, the
Thanks,
board
Barry.
game.
Peter from Kettering, can I suggest a bit of balloon modelling on the podcast? It might sound mad, but so does the rest of the show. Keep up the good work, lads. Oh, thank God for that. He put that at the end. I thought he didn't like it then. Right,
Actually,
yeah.
You know something? That'd be quite funny, a bit of balloon modelling, because all you'd hear is the
Yeah.
balloon squeaking, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I did it on.
You know what I mean? And
I did it on the radio once.
did
that.
you?
Yeah, I had my ears pierced on the radio as well.
Really? Brilliant.
Oh, that was great radio. Especially the
Fantastic.
shouting. Yeah. All right, we'll bring some balloons in next
Yeah, a
week.
bit of
eh?
balloon modelling, that'd be quite fun. Sean from Watford. Love the show. Do you write the show or just make it up as you go along? Because it sounds like you do. Oh, thanks, Sean.
Well, you're right, yeah.
Well, you know what I'm going to do, Tom? I'm going to give you some credit here.
What?
Because I'm going to say that you actually write the script for the shows.
It don't
You
matter
know,
who does
and
it, does it?
you come up with the ideas of things and little sketches. You do all them.
Yeah.
And the format of it. I mean, you've got to have a format to work with. Otherwise, it would be
Yeah.
carnage, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah,
we
Sean,
have it's
Tom,
itemised, isn't it?
Yeah, Tom, yeah, we sort of itemise things together and
Yeah.
we come up with ideas, but
Yeah.
Tom's responsible. So if you think it's shit, blame Tom.
If you think it's great, blame Andy.
Yeah, and if it's great, it's me. But no, I'll give credit to Tom because he scripts it all and does the
That's very
format of
kind
the
of
show.
you, mate.
Yeah, does
Thank
the
you.
format of the show. So there you go. I can't believe we're on episode 46, Tom.
I know.
46.
It's flown,
man.
hasn't it? 46 weeks.
That's 4 to 6 weekly show. Yeah, that's nearly a year, Tom.
That's a lot, that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
we've been doing this now. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yeah, great.
Right, Faye from Gillingham. Oh, down in Gillingham. Oh, yeah, it's Faye, that lady. I emailed last week with a word. Oh, she's got another one. This week's word is bibble. No looking at Google until you're defeated.
Bibble.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Bibble.
It's times like this, Tom. I wish I took
Yeah.
more note of English in school
Yeah. It sounds
and
like
read the
this.
dictionary a bit more.
It sounds like this. I wish it was in the pub.
Yeah, bibble.
Bibble. Oh, I couldn't even begin to guess, mate. Could you?
If our listener knows it, please shout it out now.
Well, we'll have to look on Google.
We're going to have to Google, aren't we, that?
Can we work it out? Bibble, bibble. It sounds
Bibble.
like a bit like dribble, doesn't it? Like,
Dribble
I wonder
or
if
ribble.
it's something to do with
Tipple.
dribbling food. No, bibble.
Bibble.
No. Shall I?
Mm.
Let me see what she says. Oh, yeah. Oh, to worry.
To worry.
Ah, bibble. To worry. Oh, is that it? That was interesting, Faye. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks, Faye. Oh, you are a bibble, you. Make it a bit more interesting next time, love. Thanks.
Give us half a chance, love.
Thanks. Dean from Glasgow. Tom Jones or Cliff Richard?
Oh, God.
Well, I know for me.
No comparison as far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned.
yeah.
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
Yeah,
What a fabulous voice. He's still got it now.
I know.
80 odd now, isn't he? And still
Yeah.
singing like he was when he was 30.
Well, I'll tell you what makes me laugh. If you're not a singer, of course, you won't understand. But sitting down singing is really, really
Oh, yeah.
difficult. And he just sits there and sings really high.
Oh, it's original
It's
keys
brilliant.
he's in. It's still in the original keys.
I know. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Brilliant. Fantastic, Tom. Keep going, Tom. Oh, boy, oh. We have been inundated
with an email.
We're off to Buckingham Palace to see what the heck's going on with Harry. Daddy,
Yes, best son out of the two.
I was thinking, Daddy, how about shooting the little ginger bastard?
We can't do that, for God's sake. Do you realise how much a hitman costs? The last one cost me, I saw it on television once, and it was a fortune. Mind you, not a fortune for me. I'm loaded.
I was thinking of Camilla shooting the little ginger bastard. She sits on her ass all day doing note. She could do something useful.
She doesn't sit on her ass all day. She's busy opening women's thingies.
Legs?
No, fairs. Opening women's country fairs.
Well, how about poisoning the little ginger bastard?
Oh, too many witnesses, Wilsey.
I know. Why don't we invite him round for tea and scones? Then when he goes to relieve himself, we both go and kick the shit out of him.
Too messy, favourite son. I know. We could tell the leader of the Taliban that he tweaked his wife's tits. That should sort it.
Oh, that's a non-starter, Daddy. Has one ever tried finding a pair of bangers under a burqa?
That's a point, yeah.
How about kidnapping the little ginger bastard, then stoning him?
Favourite son, you must realise we are the most watched favourite family in the world. We can't get rid of people whenever we feel like it. No. Yeah, where is the little ginger bastard anyway? He's probably round the pool in his LA mansion with gobshite, I suppose.
He's in Paris, apparently, staying at the Ritz.
Paris, eh? Ritz? I may have an idea.
It's time for Oh My God. Be careful not to skid your kecks. Believe it or not.
Making toast late one night, cleaned up and turned around, and every single cupboard door and cutlery drawer were open. They were all closed when I went into the kitchen, and there was no way anyone could have snuck in and done it, because I was at home alone. I also didn't hear them opening the time I was there. Let it register for a few seconds, then calmly closed everything and went back to my room. Next morning, they were open again.
Oh dear.
Kitchen cupboards swinging open, eh? You were warned not to buy IKEA. Did you have a screw missing? We know where that screw came from, don't we? You mental bastard. There's many bastards around in our world.
Especially mental ones.
Yeah.
Oh dear. When I was 14, I was studying in the house. Suddenly, I heard a knock on the patio door. I looked up, expecting my brother or his friend. Standing at the door and waving was a person wearing a Halloween pig mask. Thinking it was my brother or his friend, I mouthed, "Good one," and gave the person the finger as they walked away. As soon as they left, I went downstairs, and to my surprise, they were both sitting on the couch on the PlayStation. They swore it was neither of them.
Oh dear. Dramatic little bugger, aren't you? Gave him the finger, eh? It was a kid from down the street having a joke you think get. I came home pretty late one night and my roommate's bedroom was shut. And I assumed she was sleeping already, but I saw something out the corner of my eye in the kitchen. I said her name, but she didn't answer. I didn't think anything of it. I walked into my room and before I turned the light on, something whispered, "I'm still here." I turned on the light in my room, but nothing was there. So I turned on every light in the house and knocked on my roommate's door, but she wasn't there. So I left her light on too and slept with all the lights on. When she came back the next morning, I asked her if she was messing with me. And she started crying and said she left because something was in the house messing with her and she had to get out.
Oh dear.
Something messing with you, eh? Give it another 50 years and you'll be grateful of a bit of messing.
When I was 17, I worked in retail as a cashier on a till. I had a very old couple come through my till buying a wok. The husband, who was at least 85, started making conversation with me about the wok and asked if I liked Chinese food. Yeah, I like Chinese food, I replied. He then said, "Do you want to go out with me to get some Chinese food?" Then winked at me. I told him no, and so he said at least come home with me and live in my basement.
Oh dear.
Cheeky chink.
Do you like Chinese food?
Would you like a kick in the prawn crackers more like it?
I don't write this.
Tom writes this.
I don't.
Actually, you don't, them, do you? They're actually all true, aren't they?
Well, I had the bits on at the end.
the end bits that you write.
The mental bits.
The mental bits, you write them, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dear me. We're off to court one, where you, the listener, that's you, will be the jury. Did the claimant win or lose the case? You decide.
All stand.
Morning all. Judgmental here.
My client, Mr. Robin Hood, Your Honour, has filed a complaint against the United States government alleging violations of the Racketeer, Influenced and Corrupt Organisations Act on behalf of any citizens who had been robbed by banks, attorneys and the government they tried to support.
Everyone in the world's been robbed by banks, attorneys and the government. What's so special about him? Did the judge agree? Or was it a made-up story?
It was, in fact, a true story. But his case was dismissed.
Next!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
I think we should explain the simple rules, Andy. We've had letters.
The rules are simple, Tom. I tell a joke, and if I think it's a clever joke, I press the fart button. And then say, clever. If the joke is very clever, I say, clever, clever, and so on.
But if we think that you need balls to tell the bad joke, you shout, kahunas, etc., etc.
But keep in mind, you can have clevers or kahunas deducted.
Why?
No idea.
Right, that sorted that, hasn't it? This week. I listened to the show last week and there's a discrepancy.
Is there?
In the scoring, yeah. Because I did a joke and you said, what was that? Clever, clever kahuna? And I said, yes, clever, clever kahuna. It wasn't. It was a clever kahuna.
All right.
It didn't make any difference to the scoring. I still won.
You still won, yeah. I thought you.
I just made all that story up just to get round to I won
I thought
last
you might
week.
have done, yeah.
This week, we've gathered the worst of the worst kahuna jokes we could find. Be prepared for some what the
Let's play.
Clever or
kahunas.
Kahuna?
Double kahuna straight in.
My friend died when we couldn't remember his blood type. His last moments were taken up by him shouting at the top of his voice, be positive, be positive. Don't forget, 2 kahunas.
Yeah, you need them 2 kahunas. I'm giving you 3 for the gag because it is poor.
Oh.
It's a shocking gag, but I'm giving you a double kahuna, so 5 points to start there, Tom.
Go on then, all right.
Oh, let's have a look at mine here.
I've marked that down.
Kahuna, clever.
Oh.
The doctor gave me 1 year to live, so I shot him. The judge gave me 25 years. Problem solved.
Nice. What was that?
That was a double kahuna.
Yeah.
And a clever, because I think it's quite clever, yeah.
Clever.
Clever, yeah.
Let me see. Let me think. Double kahuna.
He's analysing it. He's analysing.
Well, it's got to be analysed. Is it a clever? Yes, it is definitely clever. Kahuna. I'm going to give you the 3 and a 4, which is a 7.
Oh, a 7. That's a good start.
You've got. It's a funny-ish joke. Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like that gag.
Yeah. I'm going to have a clever and a kahuna.
Ooh.
My senior relatives Like to tease me at weddings, saying things like, "You'll be next." They stopped once I started doing the same to them at funerals.
Yeah, I like that, Tom. That's a
Yeah.
4 and you 2. That's a 6-pointer.
Oh, you're giving him? Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
fair
I'll
enough.
give you your clever and your kahuna on that.
Thank you.
Clever
Yeah.
kahuna.
Oh, one of each. Okay.
Yeah. Son, Dad, did you get the results of the DNA test back? Dad, call me George.
I like it. You can have the 2 for that. And a 4. I've made me laugh for. You've got a 6, mate.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. This is definitely a kahuna. I'm just going to go for a kahuna on this one. It's not a brill joke, but I like it. I'll never forget my granddad's last words to me just before he died. Can you hold the ladder for me?
That's a kahuna. That's a double kahuna, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I'd give you a double kahuna on that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you, because it's a kahuna, it's not a great gag.
No, it's
I'm going to give you a 3 and your kahuna.
Yeah.
That's a 4, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You've got me well behind now.
Clever kahuna. I tried to warn my son about playing Russian roulette.
Yeah.
It went in one ear and out the other.
Straight in the kahunas.
Straight in the kahunas.
I love it. What have you got? A clever and a
Clever
kahuna?
and a kahuna on that.
Is it clever? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to take your kahuna off.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
It should have been 2 clevers. That's brilliant.
Oh. Yeah, it's actually a good gag, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 and a clever. 5. Sorry.
Well, if you're going to play by the rules, if you're taking my kahuna off, that should be just a 4 then.
No, I don't. I'm not punishing you.
Oh, you're not going to punish me for it?
No, it'd be called clever kahuna or punishment, wouldn't it?
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not punishing you.
Okay.
Just take it. Yeah. See how nice I am.
Yeah, you're nice, actually. I won't forget that, Tom.
Thanks very much indeed. Please don't forget it after this gag coming up. Clever. Clever. Clever.
Oh, 3 clevers.
3 clevers.
3 clevers.
Yeah, I used to run a dating service for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet.
Yeah, it's a clever one, that. And your 3. 4 and your 3, 7.
Oh, yes, he fights back.
I'm going to go
Yeah.
clever kahuna.
Okay. Right.
The guy who stole my diary has just died. My thoughts are with his family.
Oh, God. Jimmy. I'll give you 3 for the joke because it's not a good one, that one.
No, it's a kahuna, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a bad one as well before. Right. I'll give you your other 2.
Okay.
A 5.
5,
Yeah. It is, yeah. This is kahuna.
Oh.
What do Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common? Same middle name.
That's a kahuna, yeah. I'm going to give you 3 and your 2 kahunas.
Right, okay.
That's your 5. Kahuna, clever.
Oh, okay.
I took the shell off my racing snail, thinking it would make him faster. But if anything, it made him more sluggish. It's not bad, that one. One of the better ones.
I've got to be honest. I think that should have been a double clever, me. I don't think that's a bad one.
I think it's got a kahuna in it.
Do you reckon?
I do,
All right.
yeah.
All right, I'll give you 6.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I'll give you the 6. Yeah.
It's a clever, but it's also a kahuna one, isn't it?
Yeah.
As well.
Right. Oh, yeah. Clever.
Oh.
Kahuna.
Oh.
You know, there is no official training for trash collectors. They just pick it up as they go along. Sorry, that laughing. It's funny.
That's all right, that, yeah.
Oh, Andy
I like
didn't
I
laugh
like
at
that. Yeah.
Did you?
You know what? It didn't make me
It didn't make you do
Didn't make-
now. I heard you, mate.
didn't make me belly laugh or it. Didn't really make me laugh, but
It didn't.
no,
I heard you not laughing.
I know I heard myself not laughing as well. But I like it.
Yeah,
It's not as though I don't like. It's not as though I don't like the gag.
yeah. They just pick it up as they go along.
I like the gag,
They're
yeah.
rubbish.
So I'm going to give you. You had a. What did you have there? A clever kahuna.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you're worried, aren't you?
Well, I don't think it's a great gag. So it's the gag's worth 3,
Right.
and I'm going to give you 3 bonus points.
6.
6 in total. Yeah.
Yeah. Took a lot of working out of that then, didn't it?
Yeah.
Are you adding up at that?
No,
over your side of the table.
I'm just trying to work on my last gag.
Let me come over and have a look. No, he's not. No, he's not. Right. Oh, this is the last one.
Oh, clever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They all
okay.
laughed when I said I wanted to be a comedian. Well, they're not laughing now.
3 clevers.
Yeah, 3 clevers on that.
I'm going to give it you.
I thought you might.
I'm going to give you a 7.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
You told it well. Good breathing.
Yeah.
Confident. Very confident
you.
with that one. Right, are you ready?
Ready?
5 plus 6, 11. Plus 4, 15. Plus 5,
20.
20. Plus 7,
27.
27. Plus 6, 33. Yeah?
Yep, 33. Is that you?
Yep, this is yours. 7 plus 6.
13.
Plus 5.
18.
Plus 5.
23.
Plus 6. 29.
29.
Plus 7.
36.
And I got 33.
Oh, 3 points in it, Tom.
Yeah. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, mate. You
I'm
know
not a
something?
sore
That's the first
loser.
time I've won in a few weeks, you know.
Is it really?
Yeah, because we've had a couple of draws and you've won a few. So
Yeah.
I was forgetting what it felt like to be the winner, Tom.
Really?
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it, to be the winner?
You should have asked.
Well, I meant to do. I kept forgetting.
And that was Clever or Kahunas. And now it's time for a bit of boys' chat.
A bit of boys' chat.
We had a good chat last week. What are we chatting this week, mate?
I think we should touch on the Harry thing
Oh, Christ.
because everybody else has. I'm not going to go on and on about it. I've not followed too much of it. I've the last few days, Tom. I watched the interview the other night.
Did you watch all of it?
I watched all that interview and I watched the Oprah interview.
Yeah.
And I'm only going to say one thing about it is when you're lying, you've got to have a good memory.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And they've certainly lied because the interview on ITV on Sunday with that Tom was, he said, when you did the Oprah interview, Meghan mentioned about a member of the royal family questioning the colour of your baby's skin,
Yeah.
pointing at racism.
Yeah.
And he turned round and said, oh, no, that wasn't Meghan, that was the press.
Yeah. I know.
And I screamed at the telly at that point, Tom. I went, no, it wasn't the press, it was your wife, mate.
Yeah.
It was your wife. And
It's a
Oprah
joke.
Winfrey went,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, no.
Did you see Piers Morgan?
I didn't see him, I heard about it.
him.
Yeah,
he laced into him.
I bet, yeah.
I couldn't watch it. You know, what really put me off. You know, when he read little sections out of his book.
Yeah.
It was a book. It was like a fictional book.
Yeah. Have you heard the
It was-
latest with the
it's
book,
like
by the way?
just a storybook. No.
It's the fastest selling
God.
non-fiction book in book publishing history.
Yeah, well, be.
Fastest
And
selling. But you know what I
they'll
call
make
them
another
people that have
100.
queued up, mate?
Yeah.
I call them all sad. Apparently
Yeah.
they were queuing at midnight and early hours of this morning to get their hands on a book.
Just something really interesting said on the Piers Morgan programme. I think it was a cousin of the guy. Who was his? What was his name? Who says, "I've been to the mountaintop."
Martin Luther King.
That's it. I think it was his cousin. This woman. Piers Morgan says to her, "What did you think about the line where he says about the colour of the skin and all that? Do you find that racist?" She says, "Of course it's racist." She says, "But you know what sickens me? She says, you see this colour on me? That's race. And what your white is race. And between us, we are a race of people." And I think that is the most sensible thing anybody in the last 10 years has said. Because this is what we go on about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stop talking about it. And that's what she said.
Constant. It's not. It drives you mad.
She says, we are a race, all of us.
We are a
and
race,
she's
yeah.
so right.
Yeah.
And I was really pleased when she said it because I thought, me and Andy do that.
Yeah. Honestly, it's crazy. I'll tell you another thing in the interview. He was asked if they like Camilla.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, she's okay. And
Yeah.
this, that, the other, right? And they said, yeah, but at one time, you and William didn't like Camilla, did you? They went, no. But we got to like her. But we said to our father, don't ever marry her. But we're happy for you, but don't marry her.
Mm.
He says, so how do you feel now that they're married? And he said, well, yeah, we're happy for them. Now, if that had been me, Tom, I would have said, well, hang on a minute, mate. You've just said that at one time you wasn't happy that they're getting married. But now you're happy that they're married. Make your mind up.
You know why, don't you? You know that bloke who interviewed him?
Yeah.
It's a fix.
Oh, yeah.
It's his mate.
Yeah.
It's Harry's mate for 20 years.
I know,
in.
yeah.
He's not going to get anything out of it. He's just going to be very gentle with it. They should have had Piers Morgan doing it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's just like the Piers Morgan and Ronaldo interview the other week.
Yeah.
They're mates. Piers Morgan said to Ronaldo, he said, if it was all about money with you, you'd end up in Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that, wouldn't you, playing football?
Yeah.
He said, but you don't want to go there, do you? You want to finish at the top, playing for the top European side.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo says, yeah, because I think I'm still good enough to play at the top level. Where's Ronaldo playing now?
Saudi Arabia. Yeah. You can't do it because if I interviewed you, I'm not going to lace into you. I couldn't do because you're my mate.
Yeah, exactly.
He should never have been interviewing him, but he did it on purpose.
You've just said it there, Tom. This is what I'm saying. So, if Piers Morgan called for an interview with Harry's going to knock it back, isn't he?
Of course he is. He's never going to let him
And
battle it out
if Simon
with him.
Jordan had a called Ronaldo for an interview,
Yeah.
he's going to knock him back.
Right. Are we there?
We're there, Tom. Yeah, I think so.
And that was a bit of boys chat. Oh, way up the ringing in, Andy. Line 2. Hello.
Hello, it's Father O'Reilly. What do you call the wife of a hippie?
What do you call the wife of a hippie? We know.
A Mrs.
Hippie.
You pair of fat fliddling rimming backdoor hubble bag of twats.
Charming.
Ooh.
You're about to be inundated with an email.
Dennis from Macclesfield. What was the first concert you ever went to? Do you know mine?
Go on.
2 years ago. I've never been to one before.
Really?
Yeah, they just don't interest me in the slightest.
Okay.
I'd rather stay at home and have a cup of tea. How boring is that?
So what concert did you go to for the first time?
I went to see Noel Gallagher.
Oh, Noel Gallagher. Nice one.
He was on at Lytham.
That was more than 2 years ago, that, though.
Was it?
Yeah,
it wasn't much more, was it?
Yeah, it was a few years ago.
Of course it was.
Yeah,
It was
Noel
about 5
Gallagher,
6
yeah,
years ago.
Yeah.
He did one of the best ad-libs I've ever heard.
Go on, tell it. You told me it's brilliant, this. Go on.
He stood there and his 11-year-old kid stood on the front and he went, how old are you, kid? And he went, 11. He says, 11? Fucking hell, I've been famous longer than you've been born.
Great line. My first concert, believe it or not, was Michael Jackson.
Hey?
Michael Jackson, the Bad Tour, 1987 Aintree Racecourse.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went to 125,000 people.
My God.
And I was the 125,000 people at the back.
Oh, yeah, right at the back.
Yeah, right at the back.
Was he good?
Do you know something, Tom? Kim Wilde was his support, and she was brilliant.
Yeah.
Really good. The sound was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we all said, wow, listen to that sound she's got. Jacko's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And his sound wasn't as good.
Really?
Yeah. I kept borrowing this person's binoculars next to me. I went, can I borrow them so I could see him, It was just too far back. I'd never do that again,
I couldn't bear, the thought of having to get your car and queue out to get out and get in and people pushing. You can't have a pee or a pint or,
The bonus of that night, Tom, we arranged to meet some friends who were picking us up and we left a bit earlier.
Yeah.
We did
it's
the right
only
thing.
way,
Come on,
innit?
let's start making a move out now.
Yeah.
And we moved out, and we come out of Aintree and walked down the road, and there were a
Yeah.
pub. There's a pub on the corner
Mm-hmm.
and a junction, and we met there. And the next
Yeah.
thing, we could hear the band playing, and the next thing, this police escort came round the corner,
Right.
and Michael Jackson was in the car with a police escort while the band was still playing.
Oh, his playoff.
Basically, yeah, he'd come off stage,
Yeah.
got straight in the motor, and away and out of there.
Yeah.
So we actually
they
got to
did.
see him because he actually waved to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so that
what
would have
we
been a bit of a
do when we
bonus.
come off stage, isn't it?
Oh,
mate?
yeah,
straight in the car
motor.
and away.
And away, yeah.
Yeah. Right, next one.
Doreen from Bolton. Is either of you not married? I am looking for a toy boy. In Hope at 82.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'll take you on if you've got a few quid, love.
Tom, she's all yours, mate.
You're
Doreen
so
from
kind,
Bolton.
Andy. You're so kind.
Doreen, if you've got your own house,
Yeah.
you've got
And
a
your
fat
own
bank
teeth.
account, and there's no family members, we think we love you, Doreen.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have your own teeth. Oh, actually, I'm second thoughts. Right, Danny from Windermere. Where was your last holiday? And would you go there again? Where did you go last time?
Thailand.
Oh, was that your last one?
Last
I
one,
went with
last one
you.
abroad, Thailand, mate, yeah.
Me, Andy, and our pal.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we had a good time, didn't we? We enjoyed it.
Oh, best ever. Best holiday I've ever had.
Great time, mate, that. Yeah, so that was
Brilliant.
my last holiday. That
Oh,
was
it's
2019, that, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
And that's
God,
4
that
years ago, mate.
Flies by.
4 years
doesn't it?
ago, that holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
we
was
had a
thinking about
great
that the other
time.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously
Oh.
then the pandemic kicked in 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I tell a lie. Thailand, and then 2020, just before the pandemic, I went to New York with the kids.
Oh, right.
little
Yeah,
5-day
that's right.
trip
I
to
remember
New
you
York,
saying
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So that would
Yeah.
be the last one, New York in 2020.
Yeah.
And I've not been anywhere since, Tom. Jack from Manchester. I'm 16. I listen to your podcast and laugh out loud.
Oh.
I'd love to be a singer. How can I go about it? It's a difficult one nowadays, Tom, isn't it?
Get a job as a motor mechanic.
Because there's nowhere to go, mate, really. There's a few clubs, plenty of pubs, karaoke bars. That's about it.
You know what?
It's
You know what I'd
difficult,
do?
mate, difficult.
You know what I'd do?
Go on.
I'd have, no matter how good you are, Jack, get singing lessons. Everybody should have singing lessons if you're interested in singing, because you'll finish up like Tom Jones, and that is singing properly.
Yeah.
That's how he's done it for so long, because he actually sings properly and doesn't damage himself
That's it.
through it.
I was going to just follow up with that for Jack and say, sing what you want to sing, Jack.
Yeah.
Don't sing what you feel you have to sing.
Or what
S-
others
yeah,
want you to
Yeah,
sing.
sing what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, and if you enjoy it, your audience will enjoy it.
Yeah.
No matter what the song is, you know, it always rubs off to your audience. But at 16, get yourself a proper job.
Yeah. You know what I'd do, actually, now I think about it? You know, it sounds like Jack's really interested in being an entertainer as such.
Yeah.
I'd go to drama school. You
Yeah,
can
I
do
would,
all
yeah.
the singing you want. You can learn all kinds of this trade. It's really, really interesting if you're interested in it. And also, you've got a far, far better chance of getting some nice jobs instead of pubs, like Andy says,
Yeah.
and doing some nice theatres in the West End, and then maybe television and films.
Exactly. Yeah, good bit of advice, that, Tom.
I would have done that. I'd love to have done that.
Yeah, I would, I think,
Yeah.
giving me time again. Because
Yeah.
drama school's a wonderful thing, you know. It's great for discipline. It's good,
Yeah.
good for all-round entertainment, dancing,
Yeah.
dialogue, singing.
And after 3 years there, you can always work at Mark Ellis then.
Yeah, get 3 gigs a night. Cash pickups.
And that was
Inundated with even more emails than normal. And now, it's time for Fabulous Tips.
How to get a job you really want. You walk into the boss's office with confidence. Look the boss in the eye and say, you won't regret giving me the job as long as you have a high sex drive. If his secretary's there, then wink at her and say, threesomes for you, young lady. The boss's face will light up and probably give him a blood rush there and then. Believe me, you'll get the job.
What? Good tip. Why is working at a casino a promising career? I'll tell you why. Because there are lots of opportunities to pocket chips throughout the night. Then after your shift ends, simply cash them in on the way out. Simple, but a regular little earner on the side.
Oh, good tips for everybody.
Great tips.
When are personal loans a good idea? The answer, when you're skint. If the local loan shark approaches you with an offer of a 3,000% for a loan, simply say, no, you loan shark, you. I think a fair going rate at the moment is fixed at 29.5%. He'll probably smile and say, fair enough, fixed at 29.5%. Sometimes you need to be firm, but fair. Imagine a loan shark. Oh, sorry, darling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, darling. Yeah, I'll give it your fee for 20%. How to get pregnant faster.
Oh.
Simple maths. If he comes home drunk from the pub 4 times a week, and you as a woman can't be arsed, then find another 3 blokes on the side if you want to get pregnant. Believe me, they'll be right up for it. Tell them that you're on the pill, but slip it under your tongue. As soon as he starts nibbling at your neck in the back of his BMW, you then spit it out over his shoulder. Pregnant in no time. Of course, always have a close check of the skin colour of the man you're banging, just in case it doesn't match the skin colour of your husband at home. There are only so many times you can say the kid has been on the sunbed. That's a great tip, that, Tom.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed these simple tips, and we hope they've helped you in your everyday lives. And that was it from Tom and Andy's podcast show.
Yes, and thanks for joining us and wasting 45 minutes of your life.
A big thank you to our sponsors, the Music Factory Blackpool, and our producer, Doris. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo!